Good morning, guys. Yeah, it's been a while. Last video, I think I ended up with saying about the motorcycle that was going in for MOT. Anyway, she passed, but that's nothing in compared to what's been going on these last few weeks, and especially since Monday in Uxbridge. So yeah, rest in peace, Wayne Broadhurst. I mean, this is just getting ridiculous now. Innocent civilians in Britain getting slaughtered on the streets. No mention of it in Parliament. No mention of it from Starmer or any of the front bench Labour Party. Well, I haven't heard nothing anyway. And the other thing is, how long can we carry on with this? You know, especially when we can't even go out and defend ourselves because, you know, we're the ones who's going to end up in trouble. We'll sod that. You know, not being funny. I'd rather be banged up for how many years than be carried by a team of 6 in a box so they can go and get stuff to, you know. So, not being funny, we've all got to now keep our head on a swivel, be aware that's night and day, you know, at all times. Yeah, I don't know where this is going to end, to be honest, especially with the events when Necton Coney's UKIP was cancelled in East London, Tower Hamlets, and then we had the Muslim Brotherhood. I don't know if they orchestrated it or what, but you know, there was quite a significant number of them out on the streets. Yeah, and of course the police not doing a thing, even though they're all masked up and dressed as if they were going to war, to be honest. So I don't know where this is going to end up. I mean, there's a hell of a lot of talk on the last since that event, you know, even before that, about civil war. I don't know. I could see there's going to be some sort of revolution. I don't know about civil war, and I think it'll probably be against the current establishment, the regime, if you like. I can see that happening. Personally, I think the demonstration should be at their door. I think Parliament and the Home Office, because they're just not listening. In fact, I watched a really interesting video, and I recommend you going and see it. There's Nick Buckley on his channel, who was involved in vying for the position of Manchester Mayor. But he had a podcast recently with the barrister Stephen Barrett, and basically it was about the Fabian Society and the way that their indoctrination and their ideology runs really deep. In fact, he's basically compared them to anti-humanism, and these are the ones that are pushing for, you know, like the last few bills that we saw going through Parliament, the abortion bill up to full term, the assisted dying bill. So not only do they want to bump off unborn children up to the point of delivery, but also the elderly and the sick. And also, it doesn't have to be physically sick, mentally sick. They want to just bump them off. I've never known a government like this. You know, talk about the playbook of 1984, Orwell's book. Yeah, as I say, I don't know where this is going to end up. And the problem we got, I mean, although Nigel Farage seems to be steering a bit more over to the right in recent weeks and months, I think that's probably because of Advance UK and Restore Britain, Rupert Lowe's movement. But you saw him in Parliament the other day just basically being heckled and shouted down when he was trying to push for a bill, you know, to go to scrap the ECHR. I mean, you could see them all behind him laughing, you know, there's just heckling him down and the rest of it. This is our problem. We got over 600 600 odd MPs that are against us. They're all following the same playbook, if you like. So it's Labour. To be honest, there's only a handful of Tories, you know, that are basically somewhere on our page, not quite, but somewhere. So we have got a real job in our hands, you know. And if we're going to do it at the ballot box, this is our last chance, literally. Seriously, I'm not joking here, because if we can't get in a centre-right party, the country's finished totally. And because of the way Labour look like they're dropping so far in the polls, and there is some sort of resurgency in the Greens coming up, I would imagine the Greens and Labour and possibly Lib Dems are going to try and do some coalition deal to keep any of the centre-right, or, you know, as they deem it, far-right, which we're not. If they want to see the far-right, they carry on with their nonsense. They'll see the far-right, the real far-right, hit the streets. And I'll tell you what, we don't want to see that. But the way they're carrying on, that's what's going to happen. So, yeah, we got some dark days ahead of us, I think. And as I say, try and keep motivated the best way you can. Try and hit the gym. Get your head in, you know, order, and the rest of it. Mentally prepared, physically prepared as well. And yeah, and protect our women, and especially our children. All right, guys. It's only a short video, but I'll see you soon. Bye now.